What is up, ladies and gentlemen? ForzasPanda, F50, whatever you know me by. And you should be able to tell by the name of the title. I'm going to try to keep it straightforward with you guys. The Bar League is no more. It will not be happening. I will not be hosting any more leagues, basically ever. But in the place of leagues, I will be replacing them with 1v1 tournaments. Some people do not like 1v1 tournaments, but this is for the people that do like them, okay? And hopefully, as time goes on, other people will come around. But yeah, I have to be real with myself. I have to be real with you guys first and foremost. I always tell you that I want you to prioritize your responsibilities, prioritize your life over these king leagues and tournaments, and I still want you to do that. But at the same time, I have to do the same for myself. I'm way busier now than I was years ago when it was when it was easier for me to host these leagues and whatnot. But I just can't commit to it anymore. I just can't commit to being on and making sure everyone's online and chasing people around and hosting leagues, basically running websites and all of that other stuff. I do feel comfortable with doing this because at the end of the day, tournaments still are competitive, and I feel like with continuity and with consistency, anything can catch on. And I realized that with the bar, it did. Only thing that was the problem was the I guess time management with people's time zones and stuff like that. But with the 1v1 tournament, it's only two people that you have to worry about being in the lobby at the same time. So I'm pretty sure that's way easier to work out, and I'm positive that it'll work. Positive it'll work. Okay, I'm positive on that one. So I did record one take of this video earlier, but I realized that I fucking had my screen blinded and none of the information I was talking about was on the screen. So let me go ahead and get rid of the tournament logo. Well, I didn't even talk about that yet. The 1v1 tournament. The name of this tournament will be called The Run, as you can see on this screen right here. It's named after Truyi Trio, the creator of the bar game mode itself, the whole blocker and runner Team Kings format. He created that, as I've said multiple times before. If you are new to the channel for some reason, if you're new to the bar format, Truyi Trio, the Forza King player, created that in Horizon 2. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to him by naming my very first 1v1 tournament in Horizon 5 after my boy. So yeah, that's where that name comes from. There will be more tournaments with different names, just so others can stand out more and they can feel different, if that makes sense. But onto the format here. I had this typed out, so if you're not me, ignore the cars that are in parentheses here. Those will just be used for an example that I'm getting ready to tell you shortly. The tournaments will be either 8 players or 16 players. 8-player tournaments will be called minor tournaments, and 16-player tournaments will be called major tournaments. That's pretty simple to understand. As of right now, we have 6 people in the run, which is me, Spec, Rain, Ryan McLaren, which some of you may know as Peel in the Discord, Autocycle, and Top Gear Tim. Now, before I get into that, bar matches and free-for-all matches can happen as side/showcase events for the run as well. So if you have a certain 2 or 3 people that you want to go against in a free-for-all match, and you get them all to agree to it and agree to a time within the week that the tournament will be happening, which by the way is June 11th, the week of June 11th or June 18th. If you have anyone that you want to face in a free-for-all match, minimum 3 people, 3 people total, then just let me know. Let me get a confirmation from all you guys, and that match will happen as well. So if Spec wants to go against Dundee and Yukio in a 3-man free-for-all match and they can get an agreement to it, that match will happen. Showcase matches will be up to you guys to set the class and map on, but class and map for the 1v1 tournament and bracket itself will be determined by by you guys as well, but there's a format to it, okay? So I'll get into that now. The cars that you see here basically mean that there are car restrictions, but you guys will be choosing one car to enter into that tournament, but everyone in the tournament will be allowed to use that car. So for example, I will be entering the Ferrari F50, obviously, why would I not? And this is just an example. These are not cards that these guys actually confirmed with me. I'm just putting this down for example's sake. Let's say Spec chooses the Zonda C, Rain chooses the CLK, Ryan McLaren chooses the P1, Autocycle the Supra, and Tim the Carrera. Then anyone in the tournament can use these cards. I can use the Zonda C, I can use the P1, depending on the class that is in my bracket. So I feel like that's all there. Let me jump over to the classes and maps now to show you guys how that format works. Class and PI will always be at the top. Map will always be the bottom player. So we will be randomizing every single match / bracket for the tournament. So let's say it randomizes to me versus Tim. I'm at the top, and Tim's at the bottom of the bracket here. Then I will be choosing the class / PI, and he will be choosing the map. So I'm not gonna do a whole coin flip thing because that was kind of stupid on my end, having you guys wait around for that. I can admit when I made a dumb decision, and that was an L on my part. But this is way more straightforward. I'm gonna randomize, and then I'll place you guys in the bracket, and whatever you line up with, that will be what you will be selecting. And when you move on to the next round, it will be the same thing. Classes will always be at the top. The map will be at the bottom. So everybody at the bottom here will basically be locked from the second round on, I guess. Not the second round on. It'll make sense, okay? It will make sense. It'll make sense. But yeah, that's basically it. I feel like I'm missing something because the first video was around 8 minutes long, but maybe I just condensed this in a better way. That's pretty much all I have to say. If you guys want in the tournament, if you want in the run, then let me know, and you guys will be in. There are 2 more spots, but I was recording the previous video and this one for about like 20 minutes now. So anyone in the Discord could have messaged me and filled up those 2 spots. Don't worry though, you'll be in the next tournament, the next minor or major tournament, whichever that will be. All right, so the week of June 11th or the week of June 18th, depending on how fast we get participants, these last 2 participants, and how fast we can, just set things up. All right, guys. Thank you so much for participating in the bar league, though. It means a lot to me to have you guys show up. The ones that did, there were a lot of regulars that were on time, and I appreciate you guys the most. I don't have anything against anyone that couldn't show up for their personal reasons, of course. Like I said 1,000 times, please prioritize your life. But if you do prioritize your life, at least let me know. Just let me know so I can work out the kinks behind the scenes. All right, guys. That will be it now, and I will hope to see you guys in the run.